Well, when I was about 4 years old, and it's crazy we talking about this. We went the movie went in pre-production like 4 days ago.
Congratulations, bro. We've been talking about this shit for years now.
Yeah, it went in pre-production about 4 days ago. Me and Mike been doing a lot of work over the phone. This is the time where the director makes all of his edits to the script, and we're getting everything together. They're gonna start looking for sites and so forth. So that you brought this topic up, it's like a strange time. Like, damn, we working on this movie right now, and to be talking about the stuff that I'm gonna try to explain inside of this movie. I think that the story's been extorted so much and it went so far off track, especially with this Snowfall stuff,
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I definitely talked about that.
Right here now, the guy is just, they just killing people. And in my story, I was standing on my mom's side when she shot my uncle.
Mm-hmm.
When
her brother.
Yes. And
to
even
save
though I was
his
only
wife,
4 years old,
which was crazy.
I understood when I walked past him that he was gasping for air. I understood that as a 4-year-old kid. So one of the things that I had said when I started selling drugs, because when my friend explained to me what drugs was, because I had never seen it before he brought it to me and showed it to me. I'd never seen cocaine before. At that time, I never smoked weed, had never drunk beer, nothing. I would have been what they call a square. You know,
that was the guy you were playing tennis.
I was playing tennis. I wanted to be a tennis star. I wanted to be an athlete. I wanted to be a great athlete. So I didn't do none of the things that went contrary to being an athlete until that day. And when he showed it to me and told me what it was, I said to myself, you're about to be rich and powerful. And I said, no matter how rich you get, never hurt nobody over money.
That's crazy. I said that when I was about, about 5, 6, something like that, when I was sitting at just sitting around and inappropriately in a conversation that was being had by older members of my family, and they were mentioning something about someone whom I'd been accustomed to referring to as uncle, possibly having to go. And I understood, what that meant in the context of the environment. And I was like, no, I let my presence be known. And I was like, wait. I'm supposed to be not listening. But at this point, I'm like, what, why? And it was like, well, he messed up. He messed up business. And, sometimes that's what has to happen. And as a little kid, I said to myself, man, I would never take someone's life over any amount of money.
No,
it's not money.
No
way.
Life is the most precious thing that we have.
Absolutely.
And
there is nothing more valuable than it.
And to take it for some material, for a car, some money, a watch, some jewelry, it's like, no way.
Yeah.
The only way that I could take somebody's life would be in self-defense.
That's right.
If I felt that they were threatening my life or one of my loved ones' life, and I could avoid it, then that would be the case.
Right. But that's first law of nature, man. Self-preservation. That is nature's law, as we defined it. Speaking unfortunately of murder, this Taxstone murder case is I guess in process now or whatever. And you familiar with the Taxstone murder situation?
I'm not.
So Taxstone was a popular, I guess, vlogger back before I was paying any attention to such things. And he and a cat I know from Brooklyn named Troy Ave, he was like an aspiring rapper, whatever, the street kid, and they had something going on, a conflict going on. And it ended with a shootout inside of a club that was widely publicized. The actual shootout, the video of the shootout, and everything. So you can see Troy firing his gun, whatever, and stuff like that. And someone died. I think I forget the kid's name, but he was a friend of Troy's. And the kid died. Taxstone ended up catching the murder case, and Troy testified. Troy got on the stand and testified against him, and then tried to compare him getting on the stand to Jay-Z taking the stand in the Bacardi civil trial. So he showed like a video of Jay-Z on the stand and didn't put it into context and let people know it was from the Bacardi civil trial, from the Bacardi liquor civil trial or whatever. But yeah, so this kid who's representing rap and representing the streets got on the stand and testified against this brother Taxstone, who was a cat who I guess he had a little criminal career, whatever, and changed his life and became this video person, whatever. So this is what's on the lips of a lot of people right now because of those implications with the snitching and taking a stand and all that. There's obviously this is a big preoccupation with the square world for whatever reason, right? About the telling and the snitching and who's telling and what qualifies. Now it's what qualifies as snitching.
It's crazy you asked me that. Somebody called me from jail today and was talking about the same thing. What qualifies as snitching? It gets deep. I mean, when you start mixing the two cultures,
yes,
with the street culture, with you're not supposed to tell about anything,
Nope.
from what the street guys are saying. And he was saying, well, what do you do if a 12-year-old girl get gang raped? How do you deal with that? And it's a tough question, because this guy, he's a gang member,
right?
And he's fighting with this problem. One of his little cousins got gang raped, and he's trying to figure out how should he address that issue, and he was calling me, asking me for my personal opinion. And I don't know, man, it's one of those things, like, damn if you do, damn if you don't. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So I know this on the tip of a lot of people's tongues. I've been hearing, Bootsy's been talking about it, with the T.I. situation.
With T.I.
Yeah, with Gangster.
Yeah.
I mean, they were talking about with Gangster, what happened with Gangster, where he told on his dead friends. So when you hear about these different culture clashing, because it's really a culture clash.
That's exactly what it is.
Because if you go out and you kill the people that did that, then you go to prison. It's almost like a no-win situation.
Because somebody will tell on you.
Because somebody will tell on you.
That's right.